guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Teresa, and this is going to be a little bit different than my other videos that I have done in the past. This is a to be read video, and if those of you who don't know what that means, basically in the bookish community, to be read is basically just books to be read. Pretty straightforward. So I have been really interested in the booktube community lately, and I came across this really awesome challenge, and it's called the BOOKTUBEATHON 2018. And I forgot to write down the girl's name that is putting this together, so I'll put her information here, and obviously everything will be linked down below as well. She's putting this together, and she came up with 7 challenges for 7 days. It's through July 30th through, I believe, August 5th. I believe this should be Sunday through Saturday, if my math is correct. 7 days. And so she has 7 challenges, 1 for each day. Now this video is basically just going to be talking about the books that I'm planning on reading for the challenge. And yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so the very first challenge is a coin toss picks your first book. So I'm deciding between 2 books here. We have Eternal by C.C. Hunter, and this is a book in the Shadow Falls After Dark series. Now I just recently read all of the Shadow Falls series, and this is the second in the After Dark series, so that is why I picked up this guy. And the second book, this is Our Story by Ashley, what is it? Ashley Elson? Elson? I'm so bad with last names, you guys. This book is about 5 kids who go out on a hunting trip and only 4 return. And it's basically their story of what happened, you know, how did their friend get shot, who shot him, and just the mystery that follows. So that's what this book is all about. So let's do this. Let's call this book Heads and this book Tails. Now I have a quarter here. As you can see, we have heads on one side and tails on the other. So let us try and flip this on camera and see how horrible I do. Woo! Okay, I'm not looking. Let's try this again. Oop, okay, I caught it. Let's see. It's tails, guys. Tails. So that means This Is Our Story will be the first book that I read to kick off the Bookathon, or the BOOKTUBEATHON 2018. Now this actually starts at midnight July 30th, and I believe it ends midnight of August 5th. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'm pretty sure. So at midnight I can start reading this guy. Alright, challenge number 2 is read a book about something you would like to do. And this is the book that I chose. It is Fearless, or Live Fearless, A Call to Power, Passion, and Purpose by Sadie Robinson. You guys can get a good look at that there. This is a book about overcoming like anxiety, fear, insecurity, isolation, all that sort of thing, and her story about how she overcame it. And that is something that I've really been wanting to do lately. For those of you who maybe are brand new to this channel, hi, welcome first of all. But secondly, the whole point of me doing a YouTube channel is to bring awareness to the fact that I have multiple chronic illnesses, and not just for me, but bring awareness to the world of chronic illness in general. And as someone who deals with these, it is very fearful at times. I really am worried too much, so people think of me, people judge me by the fact that I'm ill a lot, that sort of thing. So this book is what I chose, and I really hope that this will kind of give me a really good perspective on how to just not worry as much as I do about things that are really not in my control. Challenge number 3 is read and watch a book to movie adaptation. Now the book that I chose is The Circle by Dave Eggers. So bad with names. This book just recently came out in a movie. I actually never heard of it before I saw the previews for the movie, and I was looking into it and realized that it was a book first. So I said, hey, that'd be pretty fun to read. This is a very large book, as you guys can tell. There's about 490 pages in this book, so there is a strong possibility I will not be finishing this. As I mentioned just a few minutes ago, I have chronic health conditions. One of the main ones that I'm currently struggling with is chronic Lyme disease, and unfortunately Lyme disease does very much so affect my cognitive abilities, so being able to read and understand things, it really messes with my brain in that way. So there is a strong possibility that I will not be able to finish this challenge just due to the fact that my brain just won't work right to let me read all these books. But I thought, you know what, it's a good challenge and a good training exercise for my brain to get back into reading, and hopefully we can complete it. But if not, you know what, hey, at least I tried. So yes, this book, if I do finish this, then I will be watching the movie The Circle. This book, for those of you who do not know, is basically, The Circle is like the newest social media craze. So it's similar, I guess, to the iCloud, where it connects your laptop, your computer, your phone, your laptop, your phone, your Apple Watch, all these things. But the Circle, sorry, encompasses everything, all social media, all of your electronics, everything into one solid circle, basically. And it's about a girl who goes to work for them, who at first thinks like this is the most amazing thing ever, but once she gets more into the company, realizes, okay, this is kind of shady, and then wait a second, it's a little bit like Big Brother spying on you, because they can literally look at you from wherever you are, because they have all your information. So it's pretty interesting. It looks pretty interesting, and I'm really excited to be reading this one. Challenge number 4 is read a book with a green cover. And I found a green book, or green on the cover, so I just found a green book. I know that works, right? This is Tales of the Particular by Ransom Riggs. This is by the same author who wrote the Miss Peregrine's Home for Particular Children. And this is basically supposed to be just an account of tales of particulars before the homes were established for the children. So it's kind of like their lore and their history. So I'm pretty excited to read this one. Challenge number 5 is reading a book while wearing the same hat the whole time. Now this is really silly that I could not find a hat, because I have a lot of hats. I love wearing hats, so you think I would just have them plentifully available, like readily available, but unfortunately no, they're not in my room at this moment. So when I find the perfect hat to wear with this, I will post a picture here. So that's the hat I'm going to be wearing as I'm reading this book. This is actually an audiobook, and it is within the rules, so you can't fault me for that one. This is called The Huntress of Thornback Forest, a medieval fairy tale by Melanie Dickerson. Here it is. I know I do apologize for the glare on the screen. I know there's not much I can do about it. Sorry. So this book is kind of like a twist on Robin Hood, where instead of the male being Robin Hood being a guy, it's a female character who doesn't steal from the rich, but she poaches from the rich to feed the poor, and about a man who is trying to stop her. And then of course you have the love, entanglement, da da da, you know, your basic romance novel. I'm normally not big on romance. Actually, I really don't like romance books, but I have read a few of her books in the past, and they were okay. You know, not my favorite, but enough to keep me interested. And this one in particular seemed a little bit more interesting, because this specific book really to me seems a bit more adventurous, a bit more like the female is the heroine instead of needing to be rescued all the time sort of thing. And it's medieval culture. I love medieval culture, so I thought, you know what, why not try it out and see how it is. It's a pretty short book. It's only like an 8-hour audio book, so you know, no big deal. If I don't like it, it's okay. At least I have another book under my belt. So that is book number 5. Challenge number 6 is to read a book with a beautiful spine, and this is the book that I chose. This is My Sweet Audrina, or Audrina, I think it's Audrina, by V.C. Andrews. She's also the woman who wrote Flowers in the Attic. And this is the, whoops, is that upside down? There we go. This is the spine. I just think it's very pretty. I mean, it's simple, but it has this beautiful blue rose in the middle of it, so I really like that. And this is just another like mystery type of story that is just really like family secrets and hidden agendas and all that sort of thing. So I'm really excited to read this book. And challenge number 7 just happens to be read 7 books in 7 days. So now that I have my other 6 books, I decided that for my 7th book, I'm gonna go ahead and read Eternal. Now, obviously, since this did not get picked for my first book, I just figured, you know what, I really want to read it, so why not pop it in there? Alright, that is my list, you guys. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be keeping everything like in chronological order. Obviously, since I did the coin toss, this book here, this is our story, the first book that I read starting midnight of July 30th. This will be the first book I read, but after that, I'm not really sure if I'm going to have a very consistent, I'm going to stick with it, like read something you want to do next, like challenge 2 next, challenge 3 next, or if I'm going to kind of jump around and see. I'm just going to try and get as many challenges as I can done before the end of the week, and we'll just see how it goes, depending on, you know, what calls to me. So thank you so much for checking out my to be read list. I'm really excited for this whole BOOKTUBEATHON thing. If you guys want to follow my progress, I will not be posting videos on my YouTube channel until the very end. Next week I will definitely be